Things are about to get extremely bullish in the crypto markets. We're actually already seeing it right now with Bitcoin pushing above 66,000, still above 65,500 right now. But we have a lot of catalysts here to come. I'm just going to lay them out for you because it's hard to remember all of them sometimes. I also want to talk about what just happened in the market, which was a massive amount of buying. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. There's also going to be a link to Margex underneath the video where you can start trading cryptocurrency. I've been talking about this. I put in some long positions around the bottom, and you could do that too. If you want to short the market, if you think it's getting overextended, you can do that too. You can do everything over on Margex. Also, they are doing a pretty big airdrop right now, up to $5 million. And there's also a link to CoinW where you can trade futures and trade spot. And they're also doing an airdrop. So you might as well sign up now, get in on this. I mean, if you think we're going to a certain price, let's call it 100,000, it's probably smarter to set up a long position sooner rather than later because you have more room to run. Of course, make your own decision. This is never financial advice, but let's get into it. So we just had another massive day. Yesterday, we had $300 million bought by the ETFs. Today, we have $429 million. This is just massive. I mean, 4,000 Bitcoin bought up by Blackrock. Almost 1,000 from Fidelity. ARK with 460. VanEck with 340. Invesco with 316. Like, this is no joke. These are not joke numbers. The fifth down the line bought 316 Bitcoin, which is 2/3 of the daily issuance. Okay. And BlackRock is doing 10 times the daily issuance. The fact is that this will drain the markets. This is what's causing the price to go up, or part of the reason we're seeing the price go up most likely right now is we've just seen insane buying pressure from these ETFs, and it doesn't seem to slow down. I mean, the fact is we've had 20 billion in assets flow into BlackRock, and now they're taking in $250 million on a random Tuesday. Like, they already have 20 billion and there's still this insatiable demand. This is 6 months after the launch. There's not some massive change that's happened in the last day. This is another day after the previous day where we saw 300 million be bought up. Like, the fact is that this is a massive amount of money, and this is coming from like real interest in the market. This is not just some hedge fund, right? This is a lot of funds. This is a lot of money. This is probably pensions. Soon we're going to actually see who bought this quarter. In about another month, we'll see all the entities that have been buying. But until then, it's just a significant amount of buying, and we don't know exactly where it's from, but probably from a good number of sources at this point. Marty Party says at 72,400 Bitcoin, $19 billion worth of shorts will liquidate. Never bet against technology. Okay, this is going to be massive too. A lot of people think as soon as we reclaim 66K, that we're really off to the races, maybe to new all-time highs. I think maybe we see a little bit of resistance, but as we've seen the last few days, we made a $13,000 move, and there wasn't a lot of resistance in there. When there are a lot of shorts that have to cover or get liquidated, that forces up the price. And we might not see exactly $19 billion worth of shorts like when we go to crypto liquidations, right? Like websites that show crypto liquidations, but that's because some will cover ahead of time, and that's essentially the same thing. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of upside pressure when people start closing their longs there. Now take a look at this. Miles the Shooter just made a good thread, and this is basically just a compilation of everything that I've said on the channel. Like, this is not everything that I've said, but a lot of the bullish points of what I've said. So let's just go through this. 10 major catalysts brewing right now in crypto. And the first one is kind of a catalyst, but it's really just that we won't have an overhang. The German government has run out of Bitcoin. This is just one more thing that makes it easier for all these other catalysts to move us higher. We still have GOX, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Bitcoin ETF inflows remain strong, obviously, because of what we just showed. The U.S. presidential election, Polymarket currently has Trump at a 70% chance of winning, and he's obviously very pro-crypto. And I actually have something about Trump here in a moment, too. Trump is speaking at the 2024 Bitcoin conference. Let that sink in. The likely next president is advocating for BTC at crypto's biggest conference. Over the past month, Trump has spoken glowingly regarding Bitcoin and crypto, and this further strengthens the case. FTX is going to repay $16 billion to creditors. A lot of this money will probably go back into the market. The global liquidity cycle, we're going to see global liquidity actually move up. It's crazy how correlated crypto, especially BTC, is to global liquidity. Interestingly, we've been closely following a 65-month cycle. This would suggest a late 2025 peak. Spot ETFs are going live most likely next week. This is the first altcoin ETF, spot ETF ever. Goldman Sachs is launching 3 tokenization products. If you thought tokenization was a fad, think again. The institutions are here. Rate cuts, most likely coming later this year. 3 are on the way, according to the prediction markets. And markets are forward-looking. Over the coming months, you're likely to see the market price in these tailwinds. As crypto is highly reflexive, a positive bid off the back of increased sentiment can, in and of itself, lead to a major rally. Okay, so a lot of catalysts here. A lot of this stuff is what we've been talking about on the channel, but it's nice to see it all in one place. Also, I saw this today after the market closed. Donald Trump said that he would lower corporate taxes to 15%. Currently, it's 21%. If I remember right, Biden was talking about raising them. Some people hate this, because, the rich get richer. The rich always get richer, really, because they have time to figure out how to get richer and because they have compound interest. And just when you're rich, your assets work for you instead of you just having to pay for things with the majority of what you make. But this will be a point of contention. Some people will hate it, but this should be fundamentally good for the markets, like the S&P 500, right? If the company gets taxed less, they are more profitable. So this should increase the stock market. It should be good for the stock market, which in turn is good for crypto as well. I think if the stock market's doing well, crypto most likely will do well also, because people will look for ways to make money after they maybe take some profits. They'll look for another way and they'll turn to crypto. They'll also just feel richer in general. So that's always good as well for investments. Now, again, if you want to check out the Bitcoin conference link underneath the video, I believe it's 4 links down. You can use my code to get an extra 10% off on that ticket, while supplies last. Who knows how long they'll sell the tickets for, or if they sell out. So yeah, definitely check that out. Let me know what you're most excited about. Like, what catalyst do you think is the biggest for the year ahead? And was there anything that I missed here? Is there anything that Miles missed? It should be interesting. It's going to be an interesting next year and a half. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. But yeah, right now it's looking extremely bullish. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.